Now the Lord visited Sarah as he said, and the Lord did for Sarah as he had spoken. For Sarah conceived and bore Abraham a son in old age, at the set time, of which God had spoken to him. So Abraham called the name of his son born to him, whom Sarah bore to him, Isaac. Then Abraham circumcised his son Isaac when he was 8 days old, as God commanded him. Now Abraham was 100 years old when his son Isaac was born to him. And Sarah said, God has made me laugh. All who hear will laugh with me. She also said, Who would have said to Abraham that Sarah would nurse children? For I have borne a child in my old age. So the child grew and was weaned, and Abraham made a great feast on the same day Isaac was weaned. Now Sarah saw the son of Hagar the Egyptian, who was born to Abraham, playing with Isaac her son. Therefore she said to Abraham, Cast out this maidservant and her son, for the son of this maidservant shall not be heir with my son Isaac. And the matter was very displeasing in Abraham's sight because of his son. But God said to Abraham, Do not let it be displeasing in your sight because of your son and your maidservant. Whatever Sarah said to you, listen to her voice, for in Isaac your seed shall be called. Yet I will also make a great nation of the son of your maidservant, because he is your seed. So Abraham rose early in the morning, and took bread and a skin of water, and putting it on her shoulder, he gave it and the boy to Hagar, and sent her away. Then she departed and wandered in the wilderness, near the well of Oath. When the water in the skin was used up, she placed the boy under one of the shrubs. Then she went and sat down across from him at a distance of about a bowshot, for she said to herself, Let me not see the death of the boy. So she sat opposite him, and lifted her voice and wept. But God heard the voice of the lad from the place where he was. Then the angel of God called to Hagar out of heaven, and said to her, What is the matter, Hagar? Do not fear, for God has heard the voice of the lad where he is. Arise, lift up the lad and hold him with your hand, for I will make him a great nation. Then God opened her eyes, and she saw a well of water. So she went and filled the skin with water, and gave the lad a drink. Thus God was with the lad, and he grew and dwelt in the desert, and became an archer. He dwelt in the wilderness of Paran, and his mother took a wife for him from the land of Egypt. Now it came to pass at that time that Abimelech, and his friend Achazath and Phicol, the commander-in-chief of his army, spoke to Abraham, saying, God is with you in all you do. Now therefore, swear to me by God that you will not deal falsely with me, or with my offspring, or with my posterity, but that according to the righteousness I did to you, you will do to me and to the land in which you have dwelt. So Abraham said, I swear. Then Abraham rebuked Abimelech, because of a well of water Abimelech's servants had seized. Abimelech replied, I do not know who did this thing. You did not tell me, nor had I heard of it until today. So Abraham took sheep and oxen and gave them to Abimelech, and the two of them made a covenant. Then Abraham set 7 ewe lambs of the flock by themselves. Thus Abimelech asked Abraham, Why have you placed these 7 ewe lambs by themselves? He replied, You must take these 7 ewe lambs from my hand, to witness that I dug this well. Therefore he called that place, the well of Oath, because the two of them swore an oath there. Thus they made a covenant at the well of Oath. So Abimelech rose with Achazath his friend and Phicol, the commander-in-chief of his army, and they returned to the land of the Philistines. Then Abraham planted a field at the well of Oath, and there he called on the name of the Lord, the eternal God. So Abraham stayed in the land of the Philistines many days.